And good morning. It's Rosie Slowsec here on what is a really, really humid day. So I say I don't know what the weather is like where you are, but here in London it's humid as can be. So I'm Rosie Slowsec. I'm a tax return coach for cake loving freelancers, offering retreats, coach courses, and coaching. Hi, Alan. You're a bit late today. Sorry about that. And today I'm going to be looking in how to record foreign currency payments in PayPal, specifically PayPal today, because obviously, and I know an awful lot of you use it. I use it myself. So today's a Q&A. Hi, Brenda. And I've got a blog post on this, so if you go to onemanbandaccounting.co.uk/periscope, that's ONEMANBAND accounting.co.uk/periscope. Oh, okay, I'll get to that, Brenda. Slash periscope. So I've got the blog post for that there, and I'll also post the replay for this up later. Yeah, who about Brenda about PayPal? There's a lot of things. PayPal's can be great, it can not be great. One thing I know because of the accounting side that I do is the fact that PayPal actually had to comply to some extremely strict international regulations, both the national ones and the international ones, which can sometimes leave us with a lot of problem. So it might just be that your PayPal is just something internal with them and you need to sort it out. But, occasionally you cannot get your money through because they had to do checks on it to check that, you haven't got it by naughty purposes, which is a bit of a pain for all of us. But fortunately, PayPal is used by a lot of fraudsters, which means they have to have really, really extra, well, to be very blunt, for most of it, annoying checks. But they are needed, they're legally needed. So that's there. So yeah, if they don't want to do business, I absolutely no idea, Brenda. It might just be that, well, for all I know, I'm sure you're not doing anything deliberately dodgy, but it might just be that you've accidentally triggered off some of their things. You need to take them up with PayPal. I mean, basically, a lot of us use it, but there's plenty of businesses that I know that actually don't use PayPal at all, or at least if they have PayPal, they have another payment option as well. So that would be my suggestion, actually, is to, depending on the kind of business that you have. Well, actually, if they say they won't work with you, to be honest, they're a private company. We might not like it, but, it's up to them to say no if you've done your best. But they say there are other payment options, integration. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, PayPal is used by so many fraudsters that you can sometimes be perfectly innocent and be on the other side of it. Yeah, so for example, other options to PayPal. So this isn't today, but since you're here, I'll say other options are Stripe is a big one. Actually, I'm going to just make a note here because I've got a post on this, which I will. Brenda, I will put this up on the Periscope page, and so you can have a look. So what I'll do is I'll put all the other payment options post back up on the Periscope page. I said I need to go. I'll do this afterwards, so you can go and have a look. The replay will be a bit longer because I have to mess with YouTube and stuff. So say options to Stripe is one. Basically, there's so many of them. You need to go and look. You need to go and look at the back end. Sorry, I speak technical. You need to go and look into your website, see what they're called payment gateways are available to you. I'd say depending on your site and also a whole batch of other circumstances. That depends on what's available to you. But depending on what you do, there's quite a lot of options. So obviously it's good to have PayPal, but you can do other stuff. Yeah, people like PayPal, but I mean, if PayPal have said no for whatever reason and you've done your best, then other than asking them, what can I do to prove to you that I am not, I'm not trying to fraud or anything like that, you just need to get on with your business and find another way of having people pay you, basically. Maybe offer two different ways. It's a pain in the butt, but stuff happens. You just have to roll with it and get on, basically. So I said there's ways around it. So bedtime. Where are you, Brenda? Oh, if you work night shift. Ah, okay. If you're in America, yeah, the payments part doesn't really relevant to the UK. Yeah, it doesn't really. What I've just said is basically it's international. So yeah, go and have a look. Just bear in mind that all my posts and everything obviously are for a UK market. But to be honest, as far as payment options are concerned, there might be the occasional one that you may have access to that isn't on the UK market. So don't. So there might be some extra ones. And again, also to be honest, I can't imagine a UK one being available not being American from American market. But you never know. So just go and have a look. Just be aware that you might be slightly different to you, but you'll probably be absolutely fine. Right, brilliant. So, well, sleep well, Brendan. Brenda. Okay, right. So, any other questions? So we'll start off with how to record foreign currency payments in PayPal. See ya. Okay, so if you've got any, before I get some more questions, basically, foreign currency payments are anything that's coming into your PayPal account that is not the currency that your PayPal account is in, or to keep it really, really simple, the account that your business account, or the bank account you use for businesses. So, for example, since I'm in the UK, for me it's going to be pounds sterling. Now, it can get slightly complicated because you can actually have your PayPal account in a different current dominant currency to the one that you have your main bank account with, and all kind of variations of that, but most of us won't have any of that. So like I said, I go into this more detail in the post, which is onemanbandaccounting.co.uk/periscope, and there's a link there, and it's also in my bio, so you can just click that. But so foreign currency payments are pretty much any currency that isn't your PayPal, you don't have your PayPal balance in. And what happens when they come in is PayPal will ask you, do you want to keep the foreign balance, which, you know, US dollars, Australian dollars, Canadian dollars, euros, whatever it is, or you can convert it to well, in this case, it would be UK sterling, pound sterling. I say whether or not it's a good idea to say the options. I go into these options actually on the blog post, but the main thing is that generally speaking, for most of us, you just want to be actually converting it to the time. So it's my opinion, but simply because obviously we're talking with currency, you know, the currency conversions change. You're going to need to have it in sterling at some point to go through your accounts. So frankly, to make your accounts a lot simpler, it's easier just to actually, you know, when the payment comes in, to convert it. There are a few exceptions, and the exceptions are on the blog post when it is worth it's worth the hassle for you to do it elsewhere. But be aware that if you do it that for more convenience, for other reasons, you can have a bit more of a pain in the butt for your account, but sometimes it's worth it. And again, so the main thing is that the currency payments is now we'll glide over my view of the exchange rate that they give you, but the important thing is that you've got the payment in. That's the relevant point. So you don't actually have any control over the exchange rate. They will do it at a slightly not normal rate, but any fees associated with that, they are tax deductible. So again, they need to go into your expenses column. And it's all fairly simple from there, basically. I said I've got all the details in there, so if you've got any questions, I will pop off, and you can go and have a look at the post later. So there's a bit of a lag going on here, so I'll just double check, and then I'll put the replay up later. No, we're good. Okay, so like I said, I'm Rosie Slosick, offering retreats, courses and coaching for UK cake loving freelancers. So I'm at One Man Band Accounting, that's one.co.uk/periscope. And say if you want to do your tax return this year, get it done out the way before the summer, and doing a gorgeous cabin in the woods, only 5 minutes from the London Underground, then my next retreat, Tick Off Your Tax Return, is on the 14th of July, and you can see that at taxreturnretreat.biz, and I'll put a link to that on my Periscope page as well. So thank you very much, and see you later.